Yes, we have again a beautiful and useful topic, which is about Proverbs. Proverbs. They say Proverbs are words of wisdom or wise sayings. Yes, it is also famous. Wise sayings. They are not just about knowledge, knowing, but they are also about applying the knowledge. Yes, application of the knowledge. Yes, practice. Practice is important. Knowledge is important, but knowledge with practice, with implication, with application is more important. Knowledge is for applying. We can say this. Yes, so because of that, maybe almost all the people consider them, think them as true. They take them seriously. They believe that they are true. And let's see some of them. Let's see and think about some proverbs. Wisdom of experience. Yes, wisdom of experience. Wisdom of application. Okay, yes. Hello again. Yes, this is Mustafa Bayrak here, and welcome to our online class. Yes, as you see, trip 2, and some English and Turkish proverbs. There are lots of proverbs, you know, and all of us, or each of us, is interested in them. They take our attention, and we really like them. We love them. Okay, and there is a beautiful saying here. Life is love, love is life. A short and meaningful motto. Yes. Now, Roman number 1, English proverbs. For example, it has really a serious message in it. Neither fish nor fowl. What is it? Yes, it is neither fish nor fowl. And the explanation says that if something or someone is neither fish nor fowl, they are difficult to identify or understand because they seem partly like one thing and partly like another. Okay, so that thing or that person is neither fish nor fowl. If you cannot identify it or him or her, then if you cannot identify them clearly, we say neither fish nor fowl. This is fish, this is fowl. Fowl is the general name of domestic animals: hen, chicken, pheasant, partridge. Okay, this is, but what about this? It is strange. It is not normal. It is neither fish nor fowl. A strange thing. Okay, let's see the next. This is the next. Light, short. Of course, they are famous for. They are famous for being short but meaningful. Like mother, like daughter. Yes. Like, habit is like second nature. Habit resembles second nature. To be like means resemble, you know, to like, to see as valuable, and like, for example, it has got this meaning as well. I can talk about a few topics like media, social media, or literature. Like here means, for example, like mother, like Like daughter, like mother, like daughter means similar. Yes, they are similar to each other. This is also meaningful. First deserve, then desire. Don't desire what you don't deserve. It is not fair. What is not fair? Desiring what you don't deserve is not fair. So first deserve, then desire, then want. Okay, the next one is this. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Yes, original form is with keep. Do not keep all your eggs in one basket. Imperative sentence, yes. Okay, when close. It starts with when close. When there is smoke, there is fire. From a place without fire, no smoke comes out. If smoke comes out from a place, it means that there is a fire. Okay. When there is smoke, there is fire. Yes, necessity is the mother of invention. Necessity gives birth to invention. Okay. Necessity starts, yes, or initiates the process. If you feel necessity, you can learn English for it. Okay. More English proverbs. The stone is heavy in its proper own place. Yes, this is also true. Fire is useful, beneficial in its fireplace. It is not useful, it is dangerous out of its fireplace when it is uncontrolled. When it is not controlled, it becomes a risk, it becomes a danger. But it is very useful in its fireplace. Appearances are deceptive. They can deceive you. Yes. They can delude you. Delusion. They can cause delusion. They can cause deception. Appearances are deception. The word is deceptive, delusive, delusional, elusive, or illusory. Let the world never delude, deceive us. Okay. Because it is limited. Illusive based on illusion, delusion, not real. Illusive is also possible. Appearances are elusive, but original form is appearances are deceptive. Fourth one, fire is, yes, it is really important. Fire is like a good servant, but it is like a bad master. If it is not in its fireplace, that is, if it is out of control, that is, if it is not under control, it becomes a master. We become a servant of that master. It wants what it wants to do. We cannot do what we want to do then. So we must be the master. Fire must be the servant. You are not a drop. You are not a drop in the ocean, but you are the entire full complete ocean in a hypothetical, imaginary, virtual drop. And maybe we wrote this in one of the previous classes. 5. All doors are open to politeness. Yeah, perfect. All doors are open to politeness, gentility. There is no way. There is no way to impoliteness. Rudeness. There is no way to rudeness, crudenness, impoliteness. Okay, 6. Imperative sentence. Cut your coat. Cut your coat according to your cloth. Yeah. Or a kind of explanation. Stretch out. Extend your feet according to your quilt. Yes, quilt. Now, negative imperative, don't throw, never throw. Don't throw away the dirty water till or until close. Attention, please. Until close, till close, until you have the clean water. The clean is enough, yes. 8th one, this is very famous. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Yes, this is famous. It's like a motto. Cut your coat according to your cloth, or stretch out your feet according to your kilt. Be just be yourself. Never judge by appearances. Why? Because appearances are deceptive, elusive, delusive. Yes. 10. An empty bag cannot stand upright. Yes. An empty bag cannot stand upright. There is nothing in it. 11. Nothing is cheap. Yeah, this is perfect. Nothing is cheap if you don't need it. So please do not buy the cheapest thing while shopping if you don't need it. This is a way of being economic. Economic. Yes, frugal. 12. When or if there is life, there is hope. 2. Okay. Wherever there is movement or wherever there is action, activity, there is prolificacy or productivity or fertility. Wherever there is movement, there is productivity. There is fertility. Now, be made up of. Be made up of is a nice expression. A person is not made up of his or her appearance. He or she also has spiritual aspects, spiritual sides. Maybe we again added these in one of the previous lessons. Makeup again. Let's remember it. Only appearance doesn't make up a person. Both appearance and spiritual aspects make up a person, active. So a person is not made up of his or her appearance. He or she also has spiritual aspect sides. Yes, these are very useful expressions. If we invest in our children, we invest in our future. If we invest in our children, we will or we shall invest in our future. The interesting point here is that in the first one, if we invest in our children, we invest in our future. This is a, you can guess it. This is a general principle. This is a general truth. But this one is not general. It is specific. If we will study them more in detail later. If we invest in our children, we will invest in our future from now on. Let's start thinking about this subject from now on, from this specific moment and on. Yeah, for example, you make that kind of sentence to express a general idea, present, but here, present and future, in the main clause, if there is future tense, it means that maybe you are in front of a school and you tell this one to your children, to your child or your children, oh my child, oh my children, if you invest in yourself, you will invest your future. That kind of difference. There is that kind of difference between them. Okay. When there is a will, you know this. We studied it before. When there is a will, there is a way. Or if there is a will, there is a, but original form is with when. When there is a will. Whenever there is a will. No matter when there is a will, there is a way also possible. Charity or philanthropy, altruism, beautiful words. Benevolence begins at home. Yeah. Charity, original form is this. Charity begins at home. But what about the opposite? Opposite of benevolence is, for example, malevolence, negative. Or it is also begins at home if we don't pay attention to the behaviors of our children. So instead of philanthropy, altruism, or benevolence, or in place of positivity, negativity also begins at home. Okay, if we neglect positivity. Okay, 15. If an ass goes traveling, he will not come back as a horse. If a donkey goes traveling, he will not come back as a horse. 16. We shall cross that bridge when we come to it. Don't worry now. Don't hurry up. Don't hasten. Be quick, but don't hasten. We shall cross that bridge when we come to it. Calm down, relax. Yeah, this is Bob the Canadian, famous YouTuber, and he is really successful. For example, he mentioned that proverb. Once he mentioned that proverb. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So please do not start worrying. Okay, according to the proverb, we have to stretch our feet according to our kilt. Yes, the same. Is there a difference? Stretch your feet according to your kilt. Okay, a famous saying, as life is love is life, with to be sentence, but a important message. Roman number 2, some Turkish proverbs. Yes, let me read the English equivalents of them. English equivalents, yes. First think, then speak. Two acrobats cannot dance on the same rope. If they can, one is the assistant. Two acrobats do not dance on the same rope. If they do, also possible, one is the assistant. See with your mind, but hear with your heart. Include your emotions after seeing. Include your emotions. You cannot reap, you cannot harvest without sowing. Without sowing. You cannot reap without sowing. Wolves like the misty weather, foggy weather. What's a wise person like? An ignorant man or person is like a fruitless person. But What is a wise man like? A wise man is like a prolific, a fruitful tree. Yes, just like this, a fruitful tree. Look at the end of every work. The result is important. Look at the end, the result of every work. This is also important. Before you marry, open your two eyes as they are. For after you marry, close one of your two eyes. Don't see the mistakes of your spouse. Roy, about married, this is also really important. Roy will marry Emily. Marry someone, okay? There is no preposition. Roy will marry Emily. Patricia and James are married with 3 children. They got ya da became married 15 years ago. So Patricia is married to James. Is it clear? Yes. Patricia is married with 3 children, 2 children, but Patricia is married to James. Oh, this is also important with negative imperative. Don't cut. Yes, don't cut the tail of your donkey in the crowd. Some say long, some say short. Okay. The fourth one, let's sit crookedly, but let's speak straight or straightly, right or rightly. Both forms are possible. Okay. You cannot skin. You cannot skin 2 posts from one sheep. Okay. Or you cannot get. You cannot have. You cannot acquire. You cannot acquire 2 posts from one sheep. Yes, everything has an end in this world. This is the nature of this world. What about the seventh one? A bird cannot fly without wings. A bird or a bird without wings cannot fly. A bird with wings, yes. This is the normal form. A bird with wings can fly, but a bird without wings cannot fly. Eighth one, the old friend cannot be an enemy. An old friend cannot be an enemy. The ninth one, some cannot find water to drink, noun to do. Some cannot find water to drink. Some cannot find bridge to pass over. Everything has a price. Maybe we added again it in the one of the previous, the former lessons, classes. Okay. The 10th one, the 10th proverb. Oh, they say, Mr. Goat and they say to the goat, Mr. Abdurrahman, when there isn't a sheep. Yes. Yes, the 10th one is interesting because children are innocent. They are innocent. So receive the news or a piece of an item of news from children. We say singular in Turkish, but English language says plural. Take the news from children. We say in Turkish from a child, but they say from children. Now the easy to be sentence, time is money. 11, there is no remedy. There is no remedy to that. There is no remedy to that. Remedy, this one. Okay. This one, they tied the stones and released the dogs. One who gets on an entrusted horse gets off quickly. Gets off that horse quickly. This is, I think, a popular saying, and also anonymous, I think. Sugar is a bitter truth. Maybe dietitians said this. Okay, sugar is a bitter truth. Fact. Now, let's see, or let's imagine water and nature together. What constitutes, what makes up nature? Generally, minerals, plants, animals, and human beings makes up nature. Plural subject. Generally, minerals, plants, animals, and human beings make up nature. What can we say about water? Yes, oxygen and 2 atoms of oxygen and 1 atom of, so 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen make up water. So salt mixes well with water. Yes, we know this. This is natural. It's a natural fact. Salt mixes well with water. What else mixes well with water? Of course, sugar mixes well with water. Yogurt and water make up ayran. Ayran is made up of yogurt and water. Yes. Active yogurt and ayran make up ayran, but passive ayran is made up of yogurt and water. That's all. This is this. What makes up a good parent? Father or mother? Affection and rationality make up a good father, or affection and rationality make up a good mother, parent. What does a mangrove inspire you? It inspires me to think about the invisible sides of the visible things as well. For example, we see the branches of that mangrove, a kind of tree, and we see its body, its branches, leaves, but we can also see the roots of that interesting tree. We can also see its roots. So it inspires me to think about the invisible sides of the visible things as well. Or it inspires me to stand upright in difficult, hard times. Yes. It survives in difficult conditions or circumstances. The continuous water circulation is water cycle. Yes. 2a, the rivers, think about the rivers. The rivers flow into the seas and oceans. They carry a little salt with them. Where does the water go from the seas and oceans? Water goes to the sky from the seas and oceans. Where does the salt go? Salt doesn't go anywhere. Salt remains. Salt remains at the bottom of the seas and oceans. Yes. By evaporating, water goes to the sky from the seas and oceans by evaporating. It becomes water vapor. This water vapor makes up. This water vapor makes up clouds. What happens then? Clouds turn into, changes into, transfer into, or develop into, into rain. The rain falls down. For example, you can also say, how is the weather? You are familiar with this. You know this. It is raining. Yes, you are right. It is raining, true. But you can also say, the rain is falling. The rain is falling. But this is simple present tense. If the rain falls down, or the snow is falling, for example. While it is snowing, we can also say, the snow is falling now. Yeah. The rain falls down to the earth again. And this event goes on and on and on like this. This is called water cycle. 3. If we heat salty water, think about this situation, please. Focus on that situation. If we heat salty water, the water evaporates, but the salt remains in the container. Yes. What happens if we heat sugary water? Yeah, the water evaporates again, but the sugar remains in the container, in the kettle. 4. A. There is salt. What is there in a salt mine? There is salt. It is natural. There is salt in a salt mine. What is there in a coal mine? There is coal in a coal mine. What is there in a gold mine? There is gold in a gold mine. These are uncountable nouns, okay? So, salt. There is salt, but there is a salt mine. Mine here, countable. Mine. The place where they take out salt. Yes, mine is a place. Salt mine, gold mine, coal mine. Okay. What is there? Who are there in a mine? Miners are the people, they work in a mine. So, who are there in a mine? There are miners in a mine. Who are in a mine? Miners are in a mine. Who can see in a mine? We can see miners in a mine. Okay. So copper is a mine. Copper is a mineral. Silver is a mineral. Zinc is a mineral. Yes. Diamonds are precious minerals. They are gems. Gems. Yes. Emeralds are minerals and mine. Yes, mineral mine. Mineral mines. There are mineral mines on our planet. Thank God. Okay, 5. A miner works at a mine. Where does a farmer work? A farmer works on a farm. Where does a gardener work? A gardener works on a garden. In a garden. Where does a fisherman or fisherwoman work? They work in rivers, in lakes, in seas, in oceans. But where does a fishmonger work? A fishmonger works at a fish store. At a fish store. The fisherman or fisherwoman work on a fishing boat as well. But a teacher works at a school. A doctor works in a hospital. Okay. A cashier works at a market, supermarket. 6. Water moves or goes or flows or runs from the land into the sea. It moves, rises, evaporates from the sea to the sky. Then it moves, comes, falls from the sky to the land again. We call means we name this state or this circulation water circulation. What is blood circulation? Yes, the blood in our body comes to our lungs, and then our heart pumps it to our body again, and it comes to our heart again. So this is called blood circulation. Okay. Pump the clean blood. Our heart pumps the clean blood to the whole body again. The lungs turns back to the heart. Again, the whole body again, the lungs, and the blood turns back to the heart again. Okay. Blood moves from the heart to the whole body in the veins. Yes. It becomes dirty, and when it comes to our lungs, it becomes clean. Okay. It goes on, it continues for a lifetime. Okay, etc., etc. This is called, or we call it blood circulation in our body. Now, when it comes to the nature, we immediately remember what? What do we remember immediately? We remember minerals, plants, animals, and human beings immediately. 7. Human beings and animals can find something to kill for food. Can plants find something to kill for food? No, they can't, because they can't move around. They just stand still. They grow towards the sky naturally, but they stand still. They don't move. They don't walk around. Can animals go around? Yes, animals can go, can walk, can run around. Can plants move around? No, they can't. They stand still. They always stand still. And these are really useful expressions. Go around, move around, walk around, ride around, fly around. Okay, by an helicopter, for example. Drive around by a car. Across, walk across. But plants move up and down, move up to their branches and down to their roots. Yes. This is also important and very useful. Run away. Run away from a danger. Or go away, walk away from a danger. Drive away from Istanbul, for example. Ride away from a certain point. Cycle away from the forest. Yeah. Fly away from the city. People and animals can run away from enemies. Can't they? Yes, they can. People and animals can run away from enemies. Can plants run away from enemies? No, unfortunately, they can't run away from enemies. Get out of a ditch. This is also important. Get out of a problem. Get out of a difficult situation. Get out of a tribulation. Get out of a predicament. Yes. Break away from a problem. Also possible. But this one is, I think, much more beautiful. Get out of. Get out of an unwanted situation. Get out of a situation that you don't want. Okay. Get out of a problem. People can go away from an enemy. Yes. Can animals go away from an enemy? Yes. They can also go away from an enemy. Move away from an enemy. Can human beings get out of a tribulation? Yes. Human beings have this ability to get out of a tribulation. They are able to. They are able to get out of a tribulation if they want. But how? By praying. Human beings can get out of a tribulation by praying. Get into a predicament, get out of a predicament. Or get into a tribulation, get out of a tribulation. Get into a trouble or problem, get out of a problem. 10a. I want to have a bird. What do you want to have? I want to have a bird instead of a cat as a pet. Do you want to have a cat instead of a bird as a pet? Yes. I also want to have a cat instead of, in place of, a bird as a pet. No, I want to have a cat instead of a bird. Okay. What or which animal do you want to have as a pet? I want to have a rabbit. I want to have a rabbit. I want to have a partridge. I want to have a pheasant as a pet. 11. Scientists collect some poisonous plants to study. Where do poisonous plants grow mostly or generally? They grow in rainforests generally, or they generally grow in rainforest, or generally they grow in rainforest, in tropical forest, in huge forests. Percentage, percent, okay. I can both noun, this percent is both noun and adjective, but percentage is noun. I can pay 20%. You know this, we studied this. 20%. We read this sign as percent of the rent. What percent can you pay for the rent? I can pay 30% of it. What percent can you pay for it? I can pay 20% of the rent. So 20 plus 30 is 50, and 20 more, 70. So 30% leaves rest, or 30% more. There is 30% more. How much can you pay? So I can pay the rest. That's to say, I can pay 30 of it, and this is this. Want you to. I want to buy a kettle, or I want you to buy a kettle. Both are possible. Of course, message changes. The message of each of them is different from each other. I want to buy a kettle, or you can say, my son, I want you to buy a kettle. What discount can you give me? What discount can you give me? I can give you a 20% discount for it. Can't you discount? Discount is also verb. Can't you discount more? No, unfortunately, I can't discount more. It's a bargain. There is no need to discount more. Yes. For sale, attention please. For sale is different from on sale. Yes. On sale, there is decrease of, they decrease the prices when there is on sale. Okay, quiz time. Tour 5, trip 2. Please fill in the gaps correctly. I think it's a beautiful, useful quiz. Question 1. Does Jale have green eyes? Yes, she does. Oh, sorry, wrong answer. Yes, she has green eyes. Has Jale got green eyes? Yes, she has got green eyes. Yes, you, sorry, 3A. Yes, you can ask a question. Can I ask a question? Yes, you can ask a question. How many floors? Yeah, there are 3 floors in my house. How many floors are there in your house? Yes, for example, think that this is a house for sale and you want to learn something about it. Yes, how many floors are there in your house? The other person says, the landlord, the owner of the house says, there are 3 floors in my house. Blank, does the train from Izmir arrive? It blank at a quarter to 9. When does the train from Izmir arrive? It arrives at a quarter to 9. It lives on the plains of Africa. Where does an elephant live? Yes. Where do you go to school, for example? Okay. Where does your son go to school? My son goes to school in Edinburgh, for example. Okay, 8. Blank, do you go on a picnic? We blank on a picnic every 3 weeks. Yeah, how often? How often do you go on a picnic? We go on a picnic every 3 weeks. Every day, every month, every weekend, every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. Okay. Blank room is this room. It's my room. So whose is this room? It is my room. Or it is mine. Is enough. You know this. It is mine. They have a huge house or they have a gigantic house. They have got a huge house. Okay, now useful paragraphs in English and Turkish. What we need is harmony. The thing which is necessary for us is harmony between freedom and discipline, like the harmony between flesh and skeleton. Yes. Flesh and bone means this one. Flesh and bone, flesh and skeleton. This is the skeleton of a person. Yes. Freedom without discipline is like a heap of flesh. Likewise, discipline without freedom is like a skeleton without body. Both are unacceptable. What is necessary is the balance, harmony, or coherence, consistency between the 2 situations or 2 states. Appreciation. Appreciation is a nice, beautiful word, and it's a noun. Okay. We should know the value of. Know the value of means, if you look it up in the dictionary, appreciate is the verb. Appreciate means know the value of something. Yeah. We can say we should appreciate. Is enough. We should appreciate what we have. Whether we are in a chalet or in a cave. Chalet is this one. And you know, cave is this one. Whether we are in an actual village or in a virtual global village, we should appreciate what we have. We can expand it like this. We have got so many things to save and share. Let you join us and say, or you also join us and say, join us and say. 2 times. You also join us and say is enough. Yes. Let me delete it. Okay, we should know the value of what we have, or we should appreciate what we have. There was light. Where was there light? Yes, past form of there is, there are. We will learn it soon. Okay. Now, there is, there are present. There was, there were past. Okay. There will be for future. Now, imagine the past. There was. What was there? There was light at the beginning of life. Experience is like light, and light does not decrease by sharing. Sharing experience helps us to improve our living conditions. Yes. And experience has also got a relation with wisdom. Yes. Knowledge and experience. I think we can say that wisdom is the experienced knowledge. If you experience your knowledge, you have wisdom. Okay. Okay. Stay safe and see you soon. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.